Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, the 88 Eagles Den, or if you're new here, welcome to the 88 Eagles Den, where I go through all my eagles, all 88, and ask them its name and message. Today we are on number 16, Pauletta, and I asked Pauletta what her message is, or her story, or whatever it may be that she wants to share with us, and I wrote it down. So now I'm going to read to you what Pauletta has, her story that she gave us that she wants to share with us. Number 16, Pauletta. Peaceful. My backdrop is an orange sky with peak mountains. I'm sitting on a rock cliff looking down below. I am as high as the clouds. Nothing around me but the sides of the mountains and a narrow stream below. I am a bald eagle with my white feathered head and my yellow beak. I am a mature eagle that flies solo. I have a loyal partner. We meet on the tree branch to visit. My spirit is like my partner. We mate for life and are there for each other. Even though I fly solo, my spirit is here within me, guiding me where to fly, how high, and how low. I am always connected. Just like my eyes, I can see almost 2 miles away, but you would not know that from the size of my pupils. I may appear alone on this cliff rock, but I am not. I am connected to Source, which has me connected to everything, like roots of a tree. I call for my partner and he responds. I am on top of the mountain. I am about to fly across the sky. I feel free. The connection, no matter where I am, is always within me. It's Pauletta, Eagle number 16. So what Pauletta is sharing with us is her connection to Source. If you can just visualize her on a mountain right now, as she says, the backdrop is an orange sky with peak mountains. She's as high as a cloud. There's nothing around her but the sides of the mountains and a narrow stream below. You can have this visualization of this beautiful eagle just being up high and feeling connected. She may appear alone, but she's not. And if you know about eagles, they're loyal, they have partners, they mate for life. And they fly solo, but their mate is always nearby. They're never far apart. And this is what her message is that even though we may feel alone or we may appear alone, we're never alone. We're always connected in our heart. And she talks about her eyes. She says that her eyes, she can see almost 2 miles away. That's actually 8 to 10 times more than the human eye. But you would never know that by looking at her pupils. So again, she's saying that never underestimate the power of you. That you are a lot capable of doing things than you give yourself credit for, because your body is equipped with a lot of the things that require you, that allow you to be you, your best self. You have your intuition. You have all these, you have all these abilities to tune in to your heart for guidance, your own authentic guidance, to be your authentic self. And recognizing that at any given moment, you get to define that moment, no matter what. You get to define that, even though someone else has their own definition, but you get to define that. If it's hurting you, if you're feeling fearful, if you're feeling you've been abandoned before and you need the reassurance of being okay, and you're not getting the type of response that you want to feel reassured, all you have to do is just redefine that and know that you are connected. And Spirit, God, Source, just ask for that reassurance in your heart. And this is what Pauletta is saying, is that no matter what, she's connected. Even up there in the mountains, up high, there's nobody around but peaks of mountains, that's it. She's connected. And just as her eyes can see almost 2 miles away, you would never know that. And just like you never know by looking at you the type of connection that you have just by being silent, just by feeling that connection within yourself. You can hear all the reassurance that you need. You can hear that in your heart. You can feel it. You may not believe it because you may feel, well, I still need the evidence, but the only evidence that you really need is that your spirit, you listen to your spirit, because that's source. That is the exact same thing as having your heartbeat. If you can't trust that, then I don't know, because the very thing that's having your heartbeat, I think that's worth trusting, because you trust that every day. I mean, I think it's funny, we drive over bridges and get into elevators and all these things that we don't even think twice. We have more trust driving over a bridge than we do trusting our inner voice. We have intuition for a reason. That's our own bridge, to get us from point A to point B. We're trying to get to point B, and our inner voice is guiding us, and we're saying, no, no, no. And you feel bad. That's because you're resisting your inner voice. You're resisting that voice that's telling you how great you are, and how much love is for you, and how amazing you are. And you're resisting that inner voice. You're saying, not me. Yes, you are fantastic. You are great, and you are safe, and you are worth it, and you are, you're worth sharing your gifts and your voice and who you are. Your authenticity. That's, you were created a certain way to share you. That's why you were created here, to share who you are. You don't need anyone's approval to be you. You have to just, I was going to say think outside the box, but that's exactly what, it's kind of funny, because thinking outside the box is like thinking outside of what we've been told. But what we've been told is actually thinking outside the box, because we've been taught to go away from ourselves. Like, don't be yourself, be this, not that. That's kind of like thinking outside the box. So it's like thinking outside yourself. We want to call yourself the box. So I think we should think inside of ourselves, and go back inside and ask yourself the hard questions, and be silent with yourself and ask yourself, and if you feel this overwhelming amount of love come over you, that's source. That's your wings opening up. Like, you can't be an eagle and not want to fly your wings. So if you just always feel like you want to fly your wings, but they're always closed because you're scared to open them, then you're not being your full authentic self. Once you open your wings, wow, and you're okay, the sky didn't fall, then you'll feel that your intuition loves you, and it's okay to follow what your inner voice is telling you, because the first and foremost connection that you will always have is within yourself. If you're trying to find connection with everybody else first before yourself, forget about it. You're going to be chasing your tail. You're going to try to find yourself in everybody. Can I find myself in this guy? Can I find myself in that girl? Can I find myself in that donut? Can I find myself here? Oh, I'm trying to find myself. I feel so disconnected. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Who am I? What am I? You're never going to find yourself anywhere else but within yourself. You're just going to be disappointed because no one's going to help you find you without you being the willing participant. And that participant is you sitting in front of a mirror and a notebook and just being by yourself and asking you first. You go into the top of the top, go to the VIP section and ask yourself. Go to the top, skip the middle people, go straight to the top to yourself and ask yourself and be honest with yourself. And it's okay to go beyond the fear. A fear will come up and it'll look you straight in the face and you'll be, you feel nervous, but you have to be able to go beyond that fear to see what's behind it. Because the fear is like, that's not the VIP section, okay? The fear is like saying, no, you're not allowed to go in here. That's not for you. You got to stay over here. But it's you. You own that place. You are it. So you can tell fear, I am the VIP section. I don't need a passcode. I don't need, I'm not on the VIP list because I am the VIP. It's me. I'm the one. And all of a sudden, that big fear will have to step away and let you go through. And then you'll sit down in your own VIP section in your head and you look around and go, oh, this is it? This is what I was so worried about? Wow. And then you'll go even past that. You realize there was no VIP section. There was no fear. There was nobody there blocking you or nothing like that. You have wings. Like you can just be yourself and not even worry about that stuff. The fear of being yourself, fear of sharing, your fear of maybe you want to be alone that day, maybe you want to, I don't know, maybe you want to, maybe whatever it is, but whatever it is something that's your authentic self, and it's okay. So this is what Pauletta is saying is, once you realize who you are, you're going to find out that, your eyes can see 2 miles away. Like she's saying, you can't tell by the size of my pupils that I can actually see 2 miles away. And that's because she's saying that she's connected, even on this mountain that has nobody around. By being connected to Source, she's allowing herself to fully be expressed and letting Source express Source through her. And all these things start to come up, like, oh, my eyes, I can see 2 miles away, and I'm flying up high close to the clouds. I'm high as the clouds. And she's connected to her partner. She's not, they're not flying together. Like, she doesn't need her partner to be there 24/7, is what she's saying. It's because her first and foremost connection is with Source. She has a partner, that they're loyal, and partner calls out for her and she flies over to meet him, but she's not needing her partner to be there all the time because she knows the most important connection for her is with Source. And everything else just comes after that. Because that is the one thing that never ever changes, your conscience. It never ever changes. Never. Since the day you were born, your consciousness, it's your source. Like, that never changes. Everything else changes. The size of your shoe size, some of your friends, like things you like, you don't like, you grow and you evolve. But your connection to source, that was there from day one, and it's going to be there forever. That will never, ever, 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 ever change. So you got to be aware of that connection so you don't feel so lost. You don't feel like you're needy looking for the connection in everybody, because you'll never find the connection in somebody else, not unless you realize the connection is always first and foremost within yourself. Awareness. So that's Pauletta's message. Okay, guys. Tomorrow is number 17, and thank you for if you were here for this long. Thank you for watching. I have 88 eagles, and they all have a beautiful message. Each one is totally different. I don't know what I'm gonna write down either. This is all very impromptu. So even me, I'm having to reflect what I'm reading myself. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I just remembered, to just, you're never alone, ever. Just think of Pauletta. If you ever feel down, just think of Pauletta and look up high and just fly higher, fly above all the bullshit. Fly higher and feel your connection first. That will help you open up your heart and feel love. That's there all the time for you. There's always love for you. Okay, I'll see you guys, or maybe I'll be on video tomorrow. I don't know. Remember to fly higher. And fly higher than that. Bye for now.